Hey everyone, welcome back. This summer, I had the opportunity to create a musical theater piece entitled Sancocho. And the play celebrates the power of ancestry and food as medicine alongside an all-woman Latinx cast. Sancocho it's a dish that consists of different flavors within the Latin American and Caribbean culinary community, and is served, well, as a coping mechanism, or I used it as a coping mechanism for myself. And joining us to share more are my castmates, Soulstress, Jenn, Jade, Ledesna, and la Ballerina, Elisa, Toro, Franky. Ay, Dios mío, welcome, ladies.
Hello, baby.
Hello, darlings. Hello, darlings. But that was a really quick intro of what it is that we are actually doing. And while it's you two ladies that were available to participate in today's show, before we even jump into our discussions, I wanted to just make note that we do have bachatera Andre Veloz as part of this production, as well as tap dance sensation Michaela Marino Lerman, and then of course this piece was co-written by Elisa Rodriguez. But today we have Jenn, Jade, Ledesna, and Elisa, Toro, Franky, and of course me, and it has been an absolute delight working with you ladies thus far. It really has. Yes, I'm just taking that in. And so that being said, let's just share with everyone what this process has been like, right? Because we're coming in with a script. We're going to be performing on a really big stage at Lincoln Center, and everybody's coming from different genres. We also have the different culturas, right? Because Elisa's Colombiana, you're Dominican, Puerto Rican, we have Dominican, and then we have Michaela is Italian and Jewish. So it's been a real nice mosh posh of a sancocho. So who wants to go first and talking about what the process has been for you?
It has been magic. It really has been magic in the sense that in my journey as a professional dancer, I not often have the opportunity to be surrounded by professionals in fields as diverse as music, theater, and different types of dance as tap, for example, because by foundation, I am a classical dancer. I have experience with tango. I have experience with Middle Eastern styles, but for example, not with tap, right? So I am exposed to other influences and expressions that, just like Rhina was mentioning, means that compilation of ingredients for a sancocho. And what's beautiful about this is that we all have something in common. We all have a common root. We all are Latin American, Hispanic, and we share an ancestry that obviously traces back to Africa, right? But then that ancestry and that which brings us together is the sancocho. I grew up with sancocho in Colombia. I remember that at my grandmother's house. So of course, when Rhina tells me that I am to perform to the voice of the grandmother, I'm like, what more appropriate than this, right? And another aspect is that not only I'm dancing to music, but I'm dancing to lyrics, not lyrics, I'm dancing to dialogue, to spoken word, right? So it adds additional layers to my dancing, right? How am I going to interpret the feelings of the grandmother, the expressions, the idiosyncrasies of the grandmother, right? How am I going to dance to that, right? And then we're like nurturing each other with our energy, right? Like nurturing in the rehearsal process, like Jenn comes with her own idiosyncrasy, with her own take, she's actively proposing, what we could do to improve, to make it much more magical. And then that wakes me up to so much more that maybe I didn't see before. And it's like a constant dialogue, I would say. And then also, I get to speak.
She's going on. She's going in. She's going in.
I get to speak. That this is my last intro, my last note here. I get to speak. Because as a dancer, as a classical dancer, you get to speak on stage. But now I'm giving a voice. So I'm giving some lines to accompany the script, to accompany Rhina and accompany the cast. I'm really exploring that aspect of expression as a dancer and as a, as a performing artist, let's say.
Right. And you're very captivating in the process. You definitely shut it down. When she's on, everybody's like, But then I got my girl, Jade, my musical director, who's over here making sure everybody's spitting fire. Aside from our own fire, bringing in that fuego, it's like magical, like just what you said. It's amazing. So, Jenn, my darling, I'm very inquiring minds want to know because we're always at it once we're in rehearsals, pero can't wait for the audience to see this.
Yeah.
I will say it's interesting to see how you've selected the humans to be in the space together. Because working with you and knowing you is an environment that is a sanctum of trust, sincerity, and vulnerability, which is why I adore you so much. And in that room is trust and the evolution of the process of moment to moment and rehearsal to rehearsal to see what has happened in the days in between, in the time that maybe you're in your REM and things are coming to you from the ether, and how you incorporate your sensibility of existence into the tapestry of what it is to integrate all of the memories that we've had genetically, how we all coexist, how we arrive on the planet, and what's to come from a progeny in the process of this piece. And I love working with you for so many reasons, but that's one of the main ones.
Wow, I'm taking that in deeply, Jenn. I really appreciate it because, you already know, like when I'm in the zone, I'm in a zone, and you guys have just been flexing with me and allowing me to juxtapose in whatever way I see fit in that moment, because really the idea is that we are all speaking a common language at the end of the day, right? Yeah. Through our respective genres, but that we're all communicating and we're all one. We're all one. Which is what the people are gonna experience. It's so beautiful. I'm so excited to be working with you ladies. And so, but then Jenn, then there's you, who also serves as like my partner in the actual piece, because we have the most dialogue together. And while it is, for me, the show itself is identified as a musical, but for me, it has like this concert vibe in it, because we have these breakouts where, you're going to get a little bit of bachata, and you're going to get a little bit of jazz, you're going to get a little bit of samba, and you're going to get a little bit of cumbia, and you're going to get a little bit of tap, And so, just, working with you, I've been wanting to work with you for a long time now. And when this opportunity presented itself, you were the first person I called. You were the first person I contacted. And the evolution of it has been nothing short of the magic that I anticipated. So, yeah, I'm doing too much talking. It's supposed to be about you guys, not me. I'm sorry.
Yes, and I especially love the cheese nips on the breaks. The character that you gave me is actually right on point, because I'm so healthy. So my mom would be like, "Mira, caramba, ¿por qué no comes?" Whatever. I wouldn't like even the smell of sofrito. You don't catch me eating sancocho ni pastel ni nada como así. So this is interesting, because I am that character that would just be munching on some Doritos, like, "What are you making over there?" So. For all the children in the world that never tried these, beautiful remedies of healing and community, because I'm one of those chicks. I'm a microwave bro. I'm like, boop, 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 beep. Thank you, bye. And if people cook for me, awesome. But I'm not that one, I'm not going to be slaving away over a pot for hours, unless I'm in love. I'm single. Come to the show. Come to the show.
Yeah, exactly. The role suits you to a T. The role suits you to a T. And that being said, I do want to share with our audience that we do give some insight as to Sancocho's origins, and also the commonality within the cultures, and how it's just different ingredients, but yeah, it's still the same dish. And most importantly, the healing remedies that it actually provides, because that's what we're we're hoping that people will take away with them is that right now we're still dealing with the pandemic, and in dealing with this new variant, and in knowing that it doesn't seem like it's going to be going anywhere anytime soon, we have to take our own initiative and be proactive in the food that we're feeding our bodies.
Yeah.
Right. And so ancestry is really the star of the show. And
yeah.
Elisa performs like a celestial being. Oh my gosh, I gave too much away.
You gotta save it for the show. But remember, it is a celestial being, but it also needs to have that ethnic quality, right? That folkloric quality. And that's something that really attracted me to this project from the, on a first place, right? Because it connects me to who I am, I believe.
Yes, we took you out of the non-traditional ballerina format, but yet you're still the ballerina because you're classically trained and you're so stunning to look at. You're so stunning to look at. I mean, you mesmerize us all. And I'm so excited to be presenting it on Lincoln Center stage. Hello. And the only thing we did mention is that we are accompanied by a 4-piece band that is being composed and led by Jack Glotman. So I want to shout him out as well. And really just the whole process has been divine, right, Jenn?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm happy to come back to Lincoln Center because that's like my high school, like, and that's my hood, so I'm just like, oh yeah, we're at the band show vibes. All right, cool. Are we gonna play some basketball afterwards? Yeah, I love us. Solid. It's so home. Rhina, I don't know, like being a native New Yorker, I'm just like, oh, it's like en la casa. Oh, and about the Sancocho, the other good thing about it is like, because we can't always be together, because people have passed, or, it's in the taste and the bud of that thing that the memories are retained in those seasonings. Like, and I think that's such an important thing too, that no matter how time and things come and go, the energy stays. And the bubbling will happen and the mixing will take place and you'll be nourished, whether it's through the food, through the spirit, through the memory, like all of that. Like, and I love that you personify that too.
Well, thank you.
Oh, gosh.
Oh no, I'm excited that we're all going to be sharing the space and really illuminating that stage together. And to top it all off, I want to make sure our audience is aware, we are opening up Hispanic Heritage Month on that stage, my friends. That's right. Sancocho is going to be presented at Lincoln Center's Dammarsh Park on September 16th at 8 p.m. And guess what? Tickets are free and through lottery at lincolncenter.org. Pero for you, our viewers, we have a special guaranteed priority seating link. And if you're interested, guess what? You got to send me a request to Rhina at bronxnet.org in order to get that code. Yes, Rhina at bronxnet.org, because we are so looking forward to being with you. All right, we got to take a quick break, but when we return, we're going to give you a little taste, just a little, of what our Sancocho is brewing. Don't go anywhere.